Aloha everyone. We actually have quite a few long signals for Monday, so we need to start running through them now. The key thing to remember here is that we did not follow through on the selling on Wednesday. Nice little bounce on Thursday and Friday. So far it's still dead cattish, but there was a lot of bullish daily reversals on tons of leading stocks both on Thursday and Friday, so that's excellent to see. Plus, one of the best signs to see is I still have new long positions. Now, somebody might say, didn't you say new longs were on hold until we see that the market can find signs of support? Well, we got it. Thursday, Friday, we're starting to bounce, and I got new long signals triggering. That's good enough. My models are under neutral. NASDAQ 100's under buy condition. The Dow Jones Transportation Average is under a sell signal, but that's a tertiary, index that I track. The main ones are the main indexes, and all of those are under buy or neutral. So as long as that's the case, when a new long triggers, I take it. And especially if it's a stock that I was long, got shaken out of, and it gives me a buyback signal like NSIT. NSIT is a new long signal on Friday. I'm going to be going long with a limit order at 42.28, and there's only one stop level, 41.08. So if it moves below 41.08, I'll be out. What do I see here? I see here a successful test of the recent bottom 3 days in a row. I have a bullish candle over candle pattern on above average volume, and you can see BOP has been rising each session as it steadily moves higher. So with the green BOP in confirmation with the price and volume bar, NSIT is a go. NSIT was only my CAN Slim scan, so it's 2% of my account capital. No more, no less. The rest of the long positions are only going to be 1% of my account capital, but they're all high quality in themselves. They're just not the highest quality. HMHC, that's going to be 1%. This was in my price volume BOP scan. As you can see here, it was an earnings winner. It's pulled back on lower volume. It's now bouncing off strong support on strong volume. Notice the same pattern. 1, 2, 3 days, finding support around the one price level, then a heavy volume move with BOP confirmation. So everything is lined up here. If we're wrong, HMAC has two clear stops. Right here, a move below 1210. And right here, for now, a move below 1160. If it takes out 1210 on heavier volume or loses that green BOP, that low right here will never come into play. If it's a lower volume takeout with green BOP, then the stops keep moving up and split in half, kind of like I did with this long position that I'm adding to for Monday. That's also a buyback signal. But HMHC, 1% of my account capital, limit 1240, stops 1210, 1160. Moves below 1210, I'm out of half. Moves below 1160, I will be out of all. Now, some stocks that have been showing up over and over and over in my long scans lately have been utility stocks. I got two solid long signals for utility stocks. CNP is a new long signal for my price volume BOP scan. Heavier volume, BOP surge. The candle over candle bullish price pattern, pocket pivot point signal, clear support. Want to get long CNP, limit order 27.55. My first stop is this low day here, 27.05. My final stop is just right here, 26.87. Looks like my mouse's battery is trying to die on me. Just finally. It's bound to happen. It always happens. SCG, also another utility stock. Nice move. Pocket pivot point signal. Big volume surge. Big green BOP surge. Right off strong support. Multiple support levels here. You got that bullish candle over candle pattern. So that's about as good as it gets. So I'm going to get long SCG right here. 1% of my account capital. Limit order 65.80. First cut loss level right here. 64.64. Final cut loss level. These ultimate lows at 64.20. So it moves below 64.20. I'll be all out of SCG. With SCG, what I haven't said before is that with all these long positions, I'm looking for measured moves of the previous, like for CNP, for instance. What I see here, I'm hoping to see right here again. NSIT. What I see here, I'm hoping to see right here again, or hopefully right here again. I'm looking for a measured move. Now with SCG, I'm looking for this thing to easily move back up to its March, December highs and hopefully break out to new highs. So that's what I see with SCG. Now the lowest quality of all the high quality long signals, RCKY. This was a shadow stock in the AAII portfolio, so somehow it got mixed in with my CAN Slim stocks, or else this stock would have only been found in my green BOP scan, but it was initially flagged in the AAII scan, then confirmed here, but still, we're just going off that BOP scan, so it's just 1% of my account capital. But once again, earnings winner. Big move up, pulled back, lower volume, except for the accumulation days. Now we have an above average volume move with the Max Green Bop holding. We don't quite have a candle over candle, but once again, 3 days, bullish little intraday wicks off the lows, and to finally we have one where we close near the highs. So RCKY has nice sturdy support right here. I want to get long. Limit order 1395. First stop level 1350. And for now, I think it's 1268, which is going to be the 50-day moving average. Nope, I'm wrong. 1268. See, I only have my levels now. 1280. So this is wrong. So what you're seeing here, 1280 and 1280 is wrong. On stockcharts.com, it's got the dividend yield adjusted in it, so it's going to be 1268 is the final stop. I'm looking at my notes here, sorry guys. So 1395 limit order, 1350 first stop, 1268 final stop. And then going over the two ad signals first before we get to the final new long. BOCH ad signal. I got shaken out of everything on Wednesday. So not only is this an ad signal for me, but it's a buyback. So I have to buy back everything. I got shaken out of everything, and I got to buy it all back. Does that mean that I got shaken out of half right at the LOD, basically, on 517? Yep. Think I got out at 1035 or 1030. It was one of those two. Couldn't have been anything else. 1040, 1035 is when it triggered, so it probably got me out at 1030, so I probably sold at the low of day. Still buying it all back right here at 1110, and then some. Can Slim stock, it was in one of my BOP scans and in my price volume BOP surge scan. So that was 3%, knock it in half. It's about a 1.5% long position. Then on top of the buyback, so looking at a pretty hefty size buy position for me. But BOCH, limit 1110. First stop, this low a day, 1075. Final stop, 1030, the low a day of my shakeout day. It moves below that, I'll be all out. And then WING, Wing. This was the stock that I was talking about earlier that it kind of gave me. So here was my first stop level. It moved below it. And then I had another stop level here, and then it moved below that, had another stop level here, moved below that, and now I got the reversal. So this stop that I lost here is a buyback signal on top of it being CanSlim quality and in two of my BOP scans. So once again, it's a 4% signal. BOCH, by the way, I was incorrect. It was a 4% signal, cut it in half, 2% ad signal for BOCH. Same with WING. In two of my BOP scans and in my CanSlim scan, cut it in half, 2% long signal. WING, I want to get long here with the limit order at 30.33. The first stop, 29.49. The final stop for now, 28.60. But if it takes out 29.49 on heavier volume and loses green BOP, that low will never come into play. This low only comes into play if it pulls back on lower volume and green BOP. So first stop, 29.49. Final stop, 28.60. 2% of my account capital, 30.33. And then finally, there's one other long position, speculative, CETX. Back here, it was kind of CanSlim quality. So made it a larger position than I would whenever it was an earnings winner. So it's an earnings winner immediately. Nice support on the second day. That bullish reversal candle by bullish reversal candle. And CETX worked out immediately. Nearly 50% move right out the gate. But you can see it died a slow death. Well, guess who was completely all out of the position before this day happened? Me. You want to know why? I adhere to my stops all the time, 100% of the time. So that's the beauty of stops. Back in the old days, I didn't use stops. This crap didn't happen. And if this crap happened back in the old days, this thing didn't move 50%. It moved 100 to 200%. And then a day like this happened, and it wouldn't have taken out nearly all the gains like it did here. So hopefully CETX, before it has one of these days, can do another short-term 50% run. As you can see here, very similar play, but this time volume is huge. So earnings win, huge volume. The next day, bullish reversal, huge volume, just closed lower than where it opened. The next day, remember when I said there was a stock that I didn't, VVVV. So VVVV here, I didn't go long that day. Why did I say I didn't go long? Because 23.01 was the open, 22.96 was the close. I told you that day that if the stock would have closed at 23, just 1 cent below the open, it would have been a new long. Well, CETX did do that. So here's an example of where a stock closes lower than where it opens and I still get long. So CETX, I want to get long. Limit order at 382. Do not want to pay up for it. First cut loss level 360. And for now, For now, the next cut loss level is 345. So 360 is the first stop, 345 is the final stop. But CETX hopefully can be another earnings winner like it was in the past. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend and great luck out there in the upcoming trading week.